What is up, guys? It is James. I am back with another video. Today is day 3 of the JR Trading Academy, and today we're talking about candlesticks. So candlesticks are it is a very basic concept. Something I bet a lot of you guys already know what it is, but for those absolute beginners, I'm going to be introducing you guys the concept of candlesticks. If you've never seen them before, it is a very basic concept, but very essential in trading. So let's get started. Oops. All right. Here I am on TradingView. As you can see, first we're going to go over what bullish and bearish candlesticks are. Well, first off, this is what a candlestick, if you've never seen them before, these are all candlesticks. These little bodies right here, we can think of them as candlesticks because they kind of look like a candlestick. They have this little, if you would envision a candlestick, it's basically a body with a wick, as you can see. So we're going to go over, these are very important because these tell us where price is forming, and they kind of tell us a little story of how price eventually got to that certain price point. So we're going to talk about there are two types of candles. There's bullish candles and there's bearish candles. So what is a bullish candle? Whenever I say a bullish candle, that means price started at a certain point. Say, for example, priced for NQ right now is at $25,110. It says right here. And say price opened up at 25,000, just $25,000 flat. And then it went up within a certain time frame. We say we're on a 1 minute time frame, and after that 1 minute, price closed and ended higher than that starting price point. Say it ended at 25,105. That is higher than the original price point. That would be a bullish candle because it was price went higher than what it originally started at. So price goes up, and then we have for bearish candles, that is the exact same thing, but just in the opposite. Price opened up at a certain price point, and then it came down, closing below that original price point. So price goes down. So I'm going to explain this a little bit more in depth. I'm going to do a little bit of drawing with my tools right here, my handy dandy tools right here. Imagine this is our candle right here. We'll make this green. We'll make a bullish candle. I'm going to try to make this video quick. I don't want to bore you guys too much, but say this is our green candle right here, and this is the body of our candles. As you can see, my bullish candles are white. We're going to make it green just to make it simple for you guys to envision. And then I'm going to mark out these two lines right here. I hope you guys like my drawing. So we have a candle right here. Envision this right here. So how do we know this is a bullish candle? Well, because it's green. I'm just kidding. Candles can be any color they want, but we're going to say this is a bullish candle because we have our body closed, our body open right here. This right here is our body open. Body open right here. Trying to annotate all these. And then we have our body closed right here. Body close right here. So price opened up right here at this price point, and then over the span of time, it decided to close up here, body close right here. How do we know that's where it closed? Because that is where this little box closed and ended off. And since it closed above the body open, that's what indicates it as a bullish candlestick because it closed above this body open right here. Now, what are these little lines right here? These are what we call wicks. This indicates where price got to during that time frame. Say this is a 1 minute time frame right here. Within this 1 minute, price came all the way down here. This is our wick low. Let's add a text. Wick low right here. And then what is this right here? This is, you guessed it, our wick high. So what does that mean? That means within, say this is a 1 minute time frame, within this 1 minute, price came all the way down right here and left this wick, and then same up here, price came all the way up here, left this wick, eventually ending off that 1 minute right here, which is our body close. So same thing applies to bearish candles where price goes down. Say we have this bullish candle right here, where would the next candle open up? It would open up right here because that is where price closed on this previous candle. So say you want a bearish candle. Say we have this bearish candle right here that I can draw out, and let's make it red because we think of red as bearish most of the time. So we have this red candle right here. Let's see if we can make it right next to each other. There we go. I'm a good artist. So this is what a bearish candle will look like right here. And same thing, we have wicks right here. Sometimes wherever it leaves it, it is always different. But we have our body open right here. Body open. And then we have our body close right here. I won't go over the wicks just because I think it's pretty straightforward. But this is a bearish candle because the body opened up here, price opened up right here, and then it closed all the way down here below the open, indicating that it is a bearish candlestick. So understand that, understand the anatomy of how price works. There's always going to be the body, and then there's going to be the wicks. The wicks indicates where price was during that time frame, and the body indicates where price opened and where price closed. So we're going to take a little bit look. We're going to take a look at some examples real quick. Let me delete all this. So if you take a look right up in this corner right here, zoom in, we have all these time frames right here: 30 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, all the way up to 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly. If you take a look, click on this drop down right here, we have all these time frames right here. This is what I mean by time frame, because candlesticks form within a certain time frame. We're on the 1 hour time frame right now, and you can see we have this little countdown marker right here. Let me take my face, make my face a little bit smaller, unless you guys want to see my face more. But we have this candlestick, we have this countdown right here, 24 minutes until this 1 hour candle closes. We can go ahead and look at the 1 minute time frame right here. This is everything that happens within a 1 minute. We have all these candles right here represent 1 minute of price action. So as you can see, we'll kind of look at it. This is real-time data of how the NASDAQ is printing. Right now it's at 25,101. And as you can see, it is leaving a wick right here. As you can see, right now it's bearish. My bearish candles are black. My bullish candles are white. And right now it is showing us real-time data of how price is moving. As you can see, it is going down, showing bearishness. And we have the body right here, and it's leaving wicks. As you can see, the wick right now is right here. That is the wick low. We have a wick high right here. And let's see how this candle closes. We have 3 seconds till it closes. And as you can see, it closed like here. So we have our body close right here. This is our body close. And then we have our body open right here. So very, very straightforward. And then we have our wicks right here. And then as you can see, the next candle opens up at the previous body close. So that is the anatomy of how candles form. We have, price is fractal. Price happens, bodies, candles form on all time frames. We're on the 5 minute time frame, and this is very important. So understand this. The higher time frame candles hold more value than the lower time frames. Why is that? Well, think about it. Say on the 4 hour time frame, we'll go on the 4 hour time frame. As you can see, the 4 hour time frame is forming, but on the higher time frames, that means there's more data. within those candlesticks within this 4-hour time frame. Let's look at this right here. If we replay this, look at this right here. So this 4-hour candlestick right here, this bullish candlestick right here, we can realize it is bullish because price opened up right here and it closed right here. But within this 4-hour time frame, we have how many 5-minute candles? We have 4 1-hour candles right here. You can see this 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, 4 4-hour candles. And then within 5 minute, with the 5-minute time frame, we have all these candles right here. So there is a lot of data. We can scale out even more. We have all these 1-minute candles within this 4-hour candlestick. So think about that. If we take a look right here, we can go all the way down to the 15-minute time frame right here. So look at, if we take a look right here, we have this 15-minute candlestick right here. We're going to mark this out as our last example just to fully engrave it to you guys who are absolutely new to this. But as you can see, the previous candle before this bullish candle was a bearish candle and price closed right here, indicating that the new price open was right here. Price open, which is our body open. And then where did price close? Where did the body close? It closed right here. Body close. And then where is the wicks? As you can see, the wick high right here, not very big of a wick high. And then we have our wick low right here. Wick low. So this is the anatomy right here. And if you want to scale down, look at, there is 3 5-minute candles within this 15-minute candlestick right here. Scaling down even more on the 1-minute time frame, there's 15 1-minute candles. If you take a look, where did that 15-minute candle start? It started at 8 a.m. because we count in 15-minute time frames. That makes sense. 8 o'clock is where it started. It started with this candle right here. Price opened right here. This was our body open right here. We have our wick low, which was right here. So price came all the way down here within that span of 15 minutes. That was the lowest that it came down within that 15-minute time frame. Then price started printing bullish candles, as you can see right here. We had a bearish candle right here. Bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, where eventually it left a wick high right here. A wick high at this right here. And then it decided to close right here, body close, leaving us with a full 15-minute candle. So that is why the higher time frames hold more value, is just because it has more data within that time frame, within that candlestick. So always understand that higher time frame holds more value, but we are going to be looking at 1-minute candlesticks a lot, but just realize higher time frames kind of give you a better understanding of what the overall market is doing long term. If we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, scale out, let's even look at the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, we have more bearish candles than bullish candles. Hope you guys are starting to understand the terminology now. Bearish is down, bullish is up. As you can see, we have bigger bullish candles than bullish candles, more bearish candles, some bullish candles, more bearish candles. It is showing that the market is in a bigger downtrend. So we're going to learn all these terminology, downtrend, everything. I'm going to show you guys in the upcoming episodes. This is just the basics for absolute beginners. I'm introducing you to the world of candlesticks. These tell us everything on how price is moving. It's going to tell us exactly how price is moving. This is just the basics. You guys are in for a treat if you're absolutely new, but this is a very basic concept, but absolutely critical to understand how these form, understand the anatomy, understanding what body closes are, what body opens are, how the wicks are formed. So if you're absolutely brand new, I advise you guys to go on TradingView. This is your guys' homework. If you're absolutely new to trading and to what candlesticks are, go on TradingView, look at these time frames right here, look at the 1 minute, the 5 minute, let's look how they form and see. This is bar replay, but look how they form. Just look at this, 36 seconds left until this candle closes. See the wicks that get left, see how they form, and just really understand how these candlesticks are forming. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're brand new, a little bit boring if you already understand this concept, but leave a comment if you made it to the end of the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys for day 4. Day 4 is going to be market structure, a little bit more exciting. We just got to get the basic stuff, the boring stuff out the way till we get to the more exciting stuff. So see you guys tomorrow for day 4. Tomorrow is going to be about market structure. Peace.